we talked about seriousness.
Yeah.
We talked about more psychology. We basically talked about a lot of psychology.
A lot of psychological fucks with me. So yeah.
Okay.
Highway of thoughts.
Oh yeah, creating distance between your thoughts. That was the main aspect.
Yeah.
And then some random shit. I don't even know what we're talking about. Why do we forget like that?
That we just we
Just
went on about
watch it.
some
Just
shit.
watch it. I don't know.
Hell yeah, I don't even
Actually,
fucking
we don't know what
remember.
we're talking about. I'll put it on the title. All right, this is the beginning like this, and be like, all right, guys, bye.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Spontaneous episode brought to you by the IK crew.
Peace.
Doses. All right. So, being serious. Why am I so serious? Am I too serious? I'm serious a lot. Yes.
Well, yesterday we
Right.
talked about attachment, right?
Right.
Attachment
styles.
Styles, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this attachment styles came because those attachment styles happen because you're coping with your environment, remember? That's what I told you yesterday.
Yeah.
You're coping with an environment, therefore you create these behaviors to deal with this environment.
Oh shit, my environment was a little chaotic. There was no organization, hence there's no father figure in the household to keep the order.
Yes.
Yeah.
And right now I want to record it because I was like, this is literally like our characteristics as people.
Yeah.
You have to move a little forward.
I will. I'm like, there. We good? There we go.
But our characteristics as people.
Yeah.
Like the thing or traits that we have are
what makes me.
Yeah, are the coping mechanisms you somehow use to become the person you are.
Yeah.
To deal with your life.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you're serious. You know what I'm saying? That's your coping mechanism.
A coping mechanism is being serious. That's crazy.
That's because any trait that you have, it's literally you like, I'm like this because like this, and this because that, and it all makes sense to you, and then it feels good.
Right.
You coped. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, this is the only way that it makes sense.
Right.
So for the most part, that's why you're serious. But then you're like, do I want to change this? This is the real question.
No, it's moderation. You know when to be serious and when to be carefree.
Yes. Like, for example, right now we're having a serious conversation.
Right.
And if you're like, start fucking around.
Like butterballs.
Let's start saying, like, just to intervene and just, because nothing matters.
Right.
That's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's also annoying, you know? But then you could also be too serious where everything matters too much.
Oh, so you're like, you're not taking shit seriously enough versus taking shit too seriously. I mean, obviously that's dumb layman term. Not dumb, but just more simple terms.
Right.
So it's like, it's extremes versus one or the other. Right.
Right. Because there's no need to, let's say, have that characteristic serious to be like a part of your identity. You know, being capable of being serious is cool because that's something you have to do at one point, no matter what you like. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be able to not always be that one thing. Because the opposite of serious is what?
Carefree.
Like, and there's those people that are completely carefree.
Yeah.
And those are the, what are you doing?
I feel it.
It's like the lady you mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
That's cool.
Literally.
Is that just...
And then it's just you, the serious trait over here. And the lady that you mentioned at Costco, she's like, don't give a fuck about nothing. Completely
carefree as fuck. Right,
yeah.
right.
And you guys are opposites.
Well, that's oblivious.
And that's exactly.
She's just basically oblivious at that point.
Well, technically, being carefree will lead to that.
Yeah, that's just a crime on her part for being negligent. That leads to negligence.
Sure, but
you know,
but we're talking about the traits in general.
Okay, gotcha.
We're talking about the traits.
I'm not going too far into this shit.
No, we're not talking about them either. We're talking about the interaction, like from a serious person
to a carefree. Gotcha.
That's a problem. When somebody's too carefree and somebody's too serious, and those people meet, they're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, because it's like, why the fuck aren't you stressing over this? He's like, why the fuck are you stressing over this in the first place, bro?
Right.
Like, chill out. It's like they could each learn a bit from each other, you know.
They need to meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. You know but it's cool because Tate brothers talk about this a lot too. It's like Andrew's a fucking super serious, super fucking business oriented, need to make money, need to do the business and shit. Though. Well, no, of course when he's on podcast he's playing a character, but like he has that mentality where he's like on it, got to do this shit,
Well,
and then
he does stuff. That's
right,
for sure. He gets
working
shit
out.
done. That's what you're saying,
Exactly.
basically.
And then
yeah.
Tristan being more carefree, like he's still as serious as Andrew,
Right,
still
right.
gets his discipline
He
and
can be
everything,
serious, yeah.
but he's more carefree. Quote
Right.
is when he was talking about when they were both in jail, he was like stressing. He's like, oh, so and so's gonna attack us, this and this bullshit.
Right.
And then Tristan's like, Matrix attack, I'm going to bed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's a good balance of those kind of people. You know,
Yeah.
those people kind of even each other out.
Yeah, but the only reason he said this himself. I didn't even come up with this. He said the only reason why he gets to act like that, like, oh, it's fine, we're just gonna say go,
Right.
is because Tate is over there tripping about it.
Exactly.
So if one is tripping about it, the other one, of course, can just be like,
right,
it is what it is.
That would be me,
because that person's dealing with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that responsibility right there that he feels is also my need as well.
Right. But you complain about you being serious. That's the problem, not the serious part.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to be that serious. And then I'm like, I ask you about it, and you're like, but I am serious.
I complain about the negative products of naturally being too serious.
Exactly.
Like, where naturally I'm too serious is a byproduct of those negative, I guess, interactions. And I don't like those interactions. So that's why I complain about that characteristics, because I noticed that about myself, and I'd like to change that.
So it's mainly when you're taking something that was supposed to not be taken serious.
Yeah, exactly. I see knowing when to differentiate that. That's the problem. I'm getting better with that. I have to say I'm working on that. Some days, you'll be talking to me about some shit and you're just like, it's clearly not serious. And I'll be like, and then I get it, and then I'll join in. It's like, yeah, get fucking 20 of them, get 30, you know what I'm saying? So I'm working on it. But I still have much to learn as far as like that transition, because sometimes it's hard to identify. Sometimes you're just in a serious mode because surroundings, that comes from like neighborhood where you got to be your head's on a swivel type shit, exactly.
It's a habit for you to be serious.
For sure.
It's habitual. Yeah.
Exactly, because it's like you don't want to be caught lacking being carefree all the fucking time, bro. When you're not around people, you got to be fucking 100% head on a swivel.
For me,
serious.
like, let's say I'm always nothing serious ever until it is. It's literally that. It's literally that. And then if it gets too serious, I would know, and I will turn that on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And if it's not serious, it usually just stays off. For me.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather not be serious.
You'll probably check it. You'll just be like, hey, bro, relax. It's not that serious. Calm down.
It's just sometimes, and there's always somebody that does that to someone.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Well, hopefully. Yeah, of course. Hopefully. But more often than not. Yeah, somebody's going to be like, hey, dude, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Not serious, dude.
That's rowdy, though.
But then the problem is that a person could take a joke serious. That's literally the problem itself.
And that's a problem.
Like, a joke is not always labeled as joke.
Yeah.
So a person has the ability to obviously take something like that
as an insult,
serious.
Exactly.
And that could easily go bad, because some people
don't like being insulted because they take it as disrespect. Exactly.
It's because they're serious. That's fine. Yeah. It's just serious people, It's just serious people.
Yeah, serious people. Hell yeah. So moderate your seriousness. Don't be serious all the time. It's like a repellent almost. When someone's too serious, you're like, oh, he's probably. I don't want to go near that motherfucker. He
right.
It looks a little off-putting. I don't want to fuck with him, kind of thing. I don't want to disturb him either, because it looks like he might yell at me or fuck me up.
Well,
kind of thing,
well, that's what you give off when you're serious, because that's kind of what's going on.
It's a defense mechanism, bro. I've had that thought, kind of behavior instilled in me since I was younger. It's a don't fuck with me kind of mode to just. Yeah.
Because for me, I'm not serious. I'm literally not serious at all. I'm like, nothing's that serious. Yeah. I'm like, if it is serious, then...
That's funny. I fought the most of my brothers. I had the most to prove, bro. That's crazy. I had the most to prove. I was youngest. I was the smallest. Got into the most fights. Hell yeah.
So?
Had to prove something.
That's
I guess
funny.
I still have a need to prove something.
Watch? You were watching something that made you think that you had to prove something in the first place.
Are you talking about then? When I was a kid, or are you talking about recently?
Like, when did that narrative of I need to prove something. I need to prove myself. Like, when did that start? Like, has it been there forever?
Yeah, but there was one thing I learned from somebody that, my former roommate, because I used to lie pathologically. I think I've said this before. And he called me on it, like, brute,
why are you lying?
Like, bro, I got you red-handed. You are lying. You are a liar.
Right.
What the fuck? Right. So Did that, and he basically is like, bro, you don't have to lie. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make up stories to be cool. You don't have to try so hard. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. And that's when I learned I had nothing to prove to anybody, but I have something to prove to myself in the sense of responsibility and capability. It's like I beat myself up over the smallest things that I could have handled. I beat myself up if I say something I would do, but I don't. Funny part, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we talked about that last
being
time.
Very serious.
It's the attachment. It's the attachment.
Yeah. So it's a lot of things, and we're uncovering a lot of shit, which is good. Which is good. I honestly owe this dude probably like $1,000 now, because like fucking this information is gold right here, bro. This is shit I can tweak and kind of evolve, blossom into the fucking flower I'm meant to be.
I just don't. What does being serious mean again?
Being serious is kind of like a form of control, because you're asserting like a control over something, so you're taking it seriously. You know, when I imagine something taking seriously, you're giving your control over it. You like
in your head, is being serious good?
Yes.
Okay.
It's being controlling, but like taking a lot of things seriously and being serious.
So this is a middle line of good and bad.
Okay.
Okay, we're going. Where is seriousness in this line?
Being good and bad, right here. If the middle line's right here, it's right here. It's
barely good.
Barely good.
Barely good.
It's barely good. Okay. Kind of bad. More bad. But you know.
So then, right there, you're telling me
it's not neutral. It's not neutral, but it's just a little bit more bad than it is good neutral. Yeah.
Wait, so it's bad?
Okay, cool. So good, bad, neutral. It's gonna be right here.
So seriousness is bad.
A little bit bad. It can be seen as bad. Only because, like I'm saying, when you get too controlling. If you're serious all the fucking time, you know.
If it's just a little bad, it's on the good side.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
No.
What do you know?
Say that again.
If it's a little bad, it's on the good side.
Sure, explain that.
When it's all the way to the right, it's all good. The further it gets away, it's less good. Yes or no?
Okay, so we're arguing lefts and rights here.
Yes
or
no?
Good, bad, neutral.
Right.
Okay, bad's over here.
Right. The bad
so it's
is
like
the
right here.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it's slightly bad. It's not slightly good. How is it slightly good?
Because you know how you have good here, bad here?
Yeah.
Neutral's here, right?
Neutral.
From good, right? This is as good as it gets.
Yes.
And the more it moves to neutral, it's getting worse.
Right.
Therefore, not as good.
Right.
And that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
It's good, but not that good.
Right.
So it's here. It's on the good side.
I would say it's here.
Then why
it's
do
still
you?
Kind of bad.
If it's in the bad side, then why would you claim it as a good personality trait to have? Think about it.
Well, because when you're being too serious is giving it all of your attention and asserting your control over. When you're too serious, like me, you take everything literally too literal, too serious, and and it's a sense of control over a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to dial it back a little bit.
The control that you keep mentioning, that sense of control.
You know, it's a sense of control. It is because
what you're saying there is coping.
Yeah,
you're coping.
Kind of.
It's a coping.
I guess
you're like. If I can kind of like tweak everything on my favor, I feel good. That's fine.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
What's the word we keep using?
Which one's specific?
Not focused. Motherfuck.
About what?
About what I'm saying it is about. Fuck. Stop smoking.
What does that even mean?
Fucking control, and then. What's with control?
Seriousness?
Yeah, what do you think being serious is?
Serious is like when you have to take something seriously.
Exactly, that's what I think of.
Why you doing that
what do you
all
do?
The time?
How do you take something seriously? You give it your attention. You give it full. You try to control it to the fullest.
Here, let me help you.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me help you. I'm gonna put it like this, and you might get it.
Sure.
You might get how it should be. There's something going on because you're utilizing that. It's like having a hammer for everything. No, don't work. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's like you might as not even politicians are all serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
well,
the most serious people. Who is something serious? But hold on.
Military people. Fucking commanders.
They can be very serious
leaders,
within it. Yes.
You know, managers, leaders.
But you know how we were talking about the competence parts.
Yeah.
The 4 stages of competence.
Yeah, subconscious. like subconscious competent,
Right.
unconscious competent, and then
Right.
conscious competent, and then unconscious competent.
Right.
Yeah.
Where are you in this serious aspect? Because you notice something about it.
Unconscious, unconscious. Like I do it unconsciously. Like it's so deep
But you're
rooted.
aware.
Exactly,
So
but I'm aware.
Aware unconscious.
Yeah.
So it's an aware behavior that. Oh no.
It's
aware incompetence. That's what it is.
Okay.
Because you're looking at a behavior you don't like because of the particular reasons you came up with. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
You said, I don't like it because this happens when I do that.
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, so I'm seeing incompetence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm not saying it's stupid,
Right.
but literally, like, there's a habit you don't like, so you're trying to replace it with a good habit.
Right.
And then you could be like, so how do you move out of this habit? Is by doing something different.
Being carefree. And in this case,
yeah.
doing something a little bit more careful.
Yeah. Or not taking stuff serious. You know?
Yeah.
And you can use it to practice, like, with particular people.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, usually, if, like with Adrian, like if you take everything serious Adrian says, you're done for. You got beat up by his words, literally.
Legit.
It's and half the time nothing's
that fool be
serious.
pissing me off sometimes. Not gonna front.
But
this is exactly what we're talking
and that's
about.
the exact
this is exactly
problem.
what we're talking
Exactly
about.
the exact problem. Because you're like, it's not that serious.
I mean, yeah. Why? Maybe it's because I see him as not. He's a cool guy, but maybe as kind of like a competition.
Him as a person
almost.
is not serious though.
Like friendly competition, Like he's the bro, but it's also friendly competition. I kind of want to be better than him and shit.
Sure.
So I think that's why I always want to be serious and I want to be better than him.
It's the seriousness aspect.
Yeah, that's the seriousness.
Better than him?
Yeah.
Then you
Ego
take
complex.
that serious. Yeah.
Ego complex.
I'm like,
superiority complex.
And then you take that serious.
Fucking superiority complex, bro. Let's go.
You just.
I'm just a bundle of fucks, bro.
Yeah.
But it's all good. We're gonna get to these roots one by one. Hopefully, align these all
years.
correctly. I don't give a fuck.
I'm good.
That's crazy. I mean, obviously, I don't need your help,
out.
but I'm gonna align my shit together, and then once I'm completely in unison and aligned, then I'll open the chakras, and then I'll be a fucking enlightened individual.
Okay, sound gay.
Alleged.
He sounds gay.
So yeah, we talked about being serious. The whole topic of this conversation was being too serious, Too serious leads to a sense of control, like a controlling aspect of yourself, meaning you want to control the outcomes.
Yeah,
you know? And then also
the sense of control that you have should be only about yourself.
And well, that goes hand in hand with being competent too, because you want to handle things to be competent, right? You know what I'm saying? But that leads to do things.
No shit.
And sometimes things you do are not the right way. Sometimes you do them one way. Sometimes you can do them multiple ways. Sure.
That's how life works.
But that's another thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You get to try and fail, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's that controlling aspect.
You're trying not to fail.
You have to do that, yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't work like that.
It doesn't.
That's you. That you're trying to deal with something how it now works. So then it's a psychological problem.
Yeah.
Like
very deep rooted issues here.
Not that deep, but then you do that. Where you're like, it's deep. It's not. It's right on the surface. Actually, you're looking right at it. You're fucking looking right at it, so it's not that deep.
I'm like, it's pretty fucking deep.
If you're looking right at it,
I had to dig deep.
Sure. But if you're looking right at it, it's not that deep anymore.
All right, sure. It's not that deep. It's not that big a deal.
It's literally. I'm talking literally.
Here we go. Enacting.
Not metaphorically.
Being carefree, not taking too seriously. Let's go. My back hurts.
That shit funny.
My back is starting to hurt. It's all good. Oh, shout out back pain. Shout out getting older. And shout out fucking exercise. Because no matter how much you exercise, if you pull some other funky shit and you shit yourself, or you fuck your fuck and fucking fuck up your back, you will get fucked. So don't get fucked.
Don't get fucked. Who hurts their back?
Don't fuck up your back, bro. Don't be doing dumb shit and pulling shit dumbly. Make sure your feet are planted and brace your back and pull if you have to. If not, don't even fucking bother. Let someone else do that shit.
Yeah.
It's not worth your back. It's not worth your fucking nerves. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. So, any last minute thoughts about what the fuck are we talking about? Seriousness. Being too serious. Being too serious. Is it bad for you?
Like
Sure.
enlightenment, right?
Yeah.
You remember that enlightenment?
Enlightenment.
Buddha. Remember that guy?
Hell yeah.
How was Buddha?
He didn't take the dude who was insulting him seriously at all because he said that if you have a gift and you don't, how the fuck did he put it? He says if you have a gift but I choose not to accept it, who does the gift belong to? He's like, it belongs to me. He's like, that's exactly right. I choose not to accept your anger, so that's all you're left with is you. Right. I don't know how the fuck he figured that out. I don't know what kind of mental clarity that takes.
Well, it's distance. You have to create distance.
Detachment, for sure.
A little bit. Just a
Distance
little bit.
and detachment, sure.
Thinking about like being
like a tree.
It's like a highway, right? Mm-hmm. It's a highway of thoughts. It's a highway. You're in this fucking
Sex,
highway.
Money, working out, like all this
kinds
shit.
of thoughts.
All these
all
thoughts,
kinds of
bro.
thoughts.
Hell yeah.
Boom, and then you get stuck. Damn, the freeway is stuck. Like where it slowed down.
Yeah.
And obviously that sucks. Mm-hmm. And it is what it is, you know? Mm-hmm. Imagine if you could just like start just going up and seeing just the highway. Like if the freeway, it's just there and it's just the cars and you can see over there this happened and then you keep going over here. Oh shit. And you're like, you keep going higher and you're like, oh look.
Is that what you mean by be above your thoughts and let them pass?
That's what detachment is.
What the fuck?
You're just looking at your thoughts like, oh look, that's the thought. That's the thought.
That's crazy.
And then when the thought gets bad, this is when you're in the traffic. All of a sudden there's traffic. So then you just gotta be like
invasive thoughts. Traffic.
Not invasive thoughts.
No?
Invasive thoughts, it depends how you treat them. Uh-huh. For me, invasive they can be bad.
Yeah. You just gotta be like invasive thought, brush it to
funny.
the side. Yeah.
Half the time they're hilarious.
Yeah.
You know?
Half the time they're morbid.
Half the time that's why they're funny. That's why they're funny.
Yeah.
You know? So if you do that, it depends how you treat that.
Yeah.
So it's literally how you're treating your thoughts.
Don't be a psychopath.
Yeah. But they're funny.
Hell yeah.
But the brain just brains, and that's what it does, you know? But also, there's 50% of the population that apparently doesn't hear thoughts.
Yeah, that's wild. Right. They hear words, and then they hear thoughts?
They don't hear nothing.
Oh, they're fucking gone? They're not even in there?
In the brain, nothing.
Nothing. Radio silence. Just...
Yeah.
That's... Yeah. Whoa. That sounds horrible, actually.
That's crazy.
I mean...
But you know what I'm saying?
That's got to be blissful as shit, though, if you think about it.
It's just quiet.
It's quiet. Yeah.
But you know, when you're creating the distance like that, you can just look at the thoughts and be like, oh.
That's a good practice.
Yes.
That practice takes what? Meditation and patience?
I could teach you right now how to do it in meditation because I figured it out.
Okay.
You know, let's see.
Okay, hold on. Really quickly, doesn't this have something to do with your levels of your energy levels and your fucking chemical levels too?
No.
Like having too much cortisol versus like too much stress hormone and not enough what's the happiness hormone?
This is a
serotonin?
Psychological problem, remember?
Right, but there's things that you do that take the serotonin, that are draining the serotonin and increasing your cortisol naturally, you know what I'm saying?
That's true, but you feel fine right now, don't you?
Yes.
So,
but
that's not what's going on.
Right, but it's a recurring thing. So I would want to figure out how to treat that.
Well, let me help you.
Let's try this.
You're talking about no. You're talking about the same problem. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Cortisol and the serotonin you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's reacting to your thinking. Nothing else is causing nothing else to be released besides the way you're thinking about stuff. If something is stressful, you literally told your body this is stressful and it releases the stress chemical.
That's crazy.
It's not the other way around. Half the time it can be if it's something like
you
get startled. Okay. Like if you get startled, obviously you can't help that.
All right.
You just jump.
Yeah.
You know, but half the time the stress you're talking about is your
it's
psychological.
It's brought on.
So
that's crazy.
So that
I can give a clear example.
We don't need examples. Let's just get right to the meditation thing that I'm talking to. Because it's just
that's eye opening.
You just need to be able to look at the thought and not take it serious.
No, but the fact the fact that the thinking right there, I think you just already solved the shit. It's just telling me the fact that when I think of shit it releases the hormones based off of my thoughts.
Yeah.
And half the time when I'm dealing with shit, I think about it negatively instead of being carefree.
Yes, this is chronic stress.
Got you.
The chronic stress that people always talk about.
But if I know that, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. But if I know the fact that I'm being negative, right? And you know, like, hey, bro, It's like, oh, it's like this dread, right? You facing dread, dread, right? You just face it. If you can nullify that, if you can be like, all right, this is fucking some bullshit. Do you already release the stress hormone, like giving that thought up, or do you
remember the stress feeling is the feeling,
right?
So that chemical, you feel it literally.
Yeah.
So if you're feeling stressed,
yeah,
you're releasing cortisol.
Okay, so you have to placebo yourself into not making it seem so stressful as it really is.
It's only stressful.
It's only stressful because there's pressure. And what happens when you take it serious? There's pressure.
It's a pressure shouldn't be a problem.
Pressure. It's not a problem, but it's pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Pressure is pressure. Exactly. Just
exactly.
Like that. And yes, it feels bad sometimes.
Yeah.
So you just kind of
deal with it.
It's just pressure. Like you just gotta
I think I've cracked a lot of my stress right here. The symptom and how to identify that. Cracking that right open.
Like even if the stress is really not stress, what the pressure?
Yeah.
Let's see.
If the pressure is great or less or just kind of moderate or what?
I'm like just pressure in general.
Yeah, moderate pressure. Okay. Because I deal with slightly increased pressure, but that's okay.
I'm like, what does that mean?
I can give you an example, but we talk about work.
Where's the pressure?
Taking orders in the drive lane, handheld.
Okay,
so hold on. Here's where the pressure. Here's where the pressure is.
The thing is, that's just work. Dude.
Yes, I know. And doing that on top of that's what I'm saying. When I do that, and when I'm having to take fucking multiple orders from people with everybody in the office with their phone, multiple orders. Number one, number two, you have to deal with like traffic with people like honking at you and driving wrong and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's pressure. That's stressful right there.
Hold on.
You know what's up?
Just outside of work.
Okay.
Nothing that has to do with work. Okay.
That's where most of my fucking stress comes from. But okay. So
then all your stress is made up.
Yes.
Okay. All in your head. Yes. Literally.
That's where I looked at you. I was just like, yeah, I'm literally telling myself I'm stressing myself out more than it is.
And it's
because I'm succumbing to the pressure. Yeah. I know.
And it's just a job. Yeah. And everybody does this. Yeah. And you just do it. Yeah. And the stress doesn't have to be there. It's kind of like
it's self brought on.
Hey, how's it going? Just if it's complicated, literally just take your time, bro. Yeah. It's not that deep. Actually, you get paid by the hour.
Yeah.
Just take your time.
For real.
It's like, oh, oops, I got this wrong. Can I just reread this to make sure it's right? Literally take your time.
That's crazy.
They can't do anything. So I'm like, if you think about it, they can't do shit.
Yeah, they can. But it's that.
It's fake
thing.
Pressure.
Yeah,
it's fake pressure.
It is.
It's not even real. You get paid by the hour.
Legit.
Take your time.
Legit. I think we start doing that now.
Like, hey, you can even talk to them.
But I do that now. But I get so caught up in the fact that when they start ordering for everybody and their mom, or they get super complicated, or they get super fucking.
But then don't take that serious. It's just thoughts.
Exactly. So I'm like, I literally have to battle between that now. It's like, oh, you're being an idiot. That's fine. You're an idiot.
Exactly.
Yo, you don't know how to order. That's totally fine.
That's what we're about to deal with. Yeah, actually, we're about to deal with that. It's the meditation thing.
Okay.
So on meditation, it's always the breath, right? It's always the breath.
Take a deep breath. Just fuck yourself.
And the breath, why the breath is important specifically is because you can do it willingly or you can let it go, and it does it on its own.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason why it's important, okay?
Gotcha.
So the sheer fact you can do that gives you this little gateway between the unconscious and the conscious, okay? Because you can unconsciously let them go, and the lungs just breathe, and then you can take over, and you can breathe for them too. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So there's a little bridge right there, okay? And now you practice that first. You go. And then you do it, and then eventually it's all gonna just go, and it's gonna be doing it itself. You're gonna go into trance. It happens while you're breathing. Because you can't just breathe willingly forever.
Yeah.
Eventually you get lost and you start thinking, But if you're just chilling there, you're gonna be able to just breathe, and then let it go, and then actually let the breathing be on its own, and just look at it. Okay, just look at the breath without taking over. Like, don't take over. Not right now. Not right now. It's harder than you think. Because you're going to try to do it, and you're going to be like... And it kind of just fucking takes over.
Just breathing?
Yeah. Just like if you legit just sit down and you're like, okay, I'm going to breathe and just... and then let it go, but still watch it without doing it.
Are you talking about like the difference between consciously breathing and unconsciously breathing? Trying to like balance between those things?
No, I'm talking about consciously breathing it first, and then letting it just unconsciously be breath, and then you witnessing it as its whole.
Oh,
without you thinking about it and taking over the breath. Half the time, that's what you're doing with your thoughts, and then you move that to thoughts. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna chill here, and then ask yourself, and be like, hey, I wonder what I'm gonna think next, or something like that.
Why do you like fucking so much? Like, why are you a pervert?
No. Don't ask prompts like that, because you're giving it what to think.
Okay.
Don't tell yourself what to think. Do it like, it's better if you let it be taught, so that you understand that this is what it does.
Oh, you're talking about just raw, unfiltered, fucking just thoughts that just wander.
Let it be.
That's wild.
And what you're gonna ask me is like, I wonder what I'm gonna think next, and then just sit and wait for the thought, and then eventually the thought's gonna show up. Okay. And your job at that point is to not become this thought, but witness it and be with it, and just look at it and see where it goes, and that's all you're doing. After you can do that, this.
Sometimes I do that subconsciously, but just about random dumb situations that don't mean anything.
Yeah, but those don't count because you became the thought.
Oh shit.
Those don't count.
So don't be the
consciously be there and be like, that's crazy. I'm having this thought right now. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Without becoming the thought, don't know how to do that.
It just starts going. It just starts going, and you're just like, wow.
But I don't know how I don't know how to witness that without becoming the thought.
Exactly. So that's why you practice with the breath first. You know what I'm saying? And then when you acquire that, literally neurologically, you've built a system. So now then it applies to the way you think, and you just have to attach it. But
I'm still lost.
Right. But what I basically said, what I basically said is you're going to have these thoughts, and you're going to have to be capable of just looking at them without taking them serious.
Right.
And that's it. If you learn that, then they're going to claim you as enlightened.
Really quick, did you see that?
What? Yeah, you did that earlier.
Did you see that?
You did that earlier.
Let's go! Shout out to Getting Better! Slowly but surely. Sorry. Hey, bro. I'm sorry. This was cool though. Just a little moment of victory, letting me know I'm on the right track for recovery. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Let's take a moment. Thanks. Thank the Lord Jesus.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Having to do that shit. Breathing. Okay, so you're breathing in, breathing out. Then you're noticing it without changing the breath.
Don't take
consciously. Then you do it but you're still observing. You're like, I'm doing it unconsciously, but I can still look at it, right? But I'm not changing it.
Yeah.
So you're just like, okay, that's there. Learning how to do that will then lead you into the next part, which will be the thoughts, which will be seeing where the thoughts go without becoming the thoughts. When do you become the thought?
The thought is when there's no distance.
When do you?
Literally, when the distance went away, you're back in the traffic.
That's with the traffic and the helicopter.
The distance is when you can look at the thought.
Okay, so I gotta remember that. Traffic and helicopter. I gotta be reminded of that.
Like literally, when you're like, when do you become the thought? That's when you're in the highway driving the car. Yeah. You're driving the car in the highway right now.
You want to be the helicopter.
You gotta be like, no. I'm looking at me driving the car in the highway. But just the sheer visual that's what's going on with the thought.
Yeah.
You can just be like, it's just going somewhere. The thought's literally just going somewhere. Let's see where it goes.
That's crazy, dog.
Because half the time you don't control what you think.
True. Very true.
Like you could literally prompt yourself and be like, what are you going to think about next?
You know that song Adidas by Korn?
Adidas? Do I? See, you just did the thing. You see? But I'm saying, like, you know how you can do that? You can literally ask yourself, like, what am I thinking next?
Hell yeah.
And your brain will go blank, and then some point just start thinking random shit.
I already enter the driver's seat if I'm thinking about shit like that. So I have to.
The taking over is the problem.
Yeah.
The thing that you think it, boom, done it. It took over. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, then you gotta learn to be the helicopter again.
You gotta just be able to look at that shit.
Okay. So that's not me, but I'm looking at you.
It's a thought. Huh. All thoughts aren't true. You can think, but thoughts are always there. Whether you think you're on purpose.
Hell yeah. If you think your thought, then you're thinking of a thought that you think you thought, but you didn't think that you actually thought your thoughts, what you think you thought. Try catching that.
Whoa.
Woo! That was pretty good.
But yes.
You got it. That don't make no sense.
But you see, as we're talking about the stuff that we were just saying, like, you know how that just takes over?
Yeah.
Every thought that you were thinking just takes over.
Yeah.
And you can see it happen
Real time.
right in front of you.
Real time, bro.
All
I
the
just
time.
thought of LeBron's meme. That don't make no sense.
All the time that would happen.
That's
okay?
crazy.
And sometimes it's okay. That's when you get to be just, it doesn't matter right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever I'm thinking is relevant.
Hell yeah. I'm going to get up and kind of just move my body a little bit because my back hurts. But just don't mind me, you know?
But, yeah.
Hey, bro, I can get up a little bit easier now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. I gotta stop looking at you for affirmations. You're just gonna be like, John, you're a little bitch. I fucking told you so. You just gotta stop being a little bitch with yourself. No fucking wrong, dude. But no, this was legit painful. Like I'm not playing. This was fucking painful. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. Hey, what the hell is this? This is a something. Something.
Not sure.
Belongs to a something.
I saw it. I don't know. Maybe spit it there.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a pinched nerve or some shit. Because it's locked up my lower left part of my fucking lower back. And it's not my spine. It's legit right there, so. Biofreeze, I'm gonna biofreeze the fuck out of it.
It's like when you don't let you turn, right?
Yeah, well, you turn all the way. But I can turn all the way this way. Because that's nuts. This is nuts and... But yeah, cool shit. We talked about seriousness. We talked about eye-opening shit. And then we talked about dealing with that seriousness, identifying your thoughts, kind of.
Well, for me, I'm trying to tell you what you're talking about and what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
I'm not trying to, like, fix it. I'm asking you if you want to fix it.
Yeah.
And then I'm telling you, if you do want to fix it, you do this.
Yeah.
And that's basically all I'm doing.
Pretty much.
I'm like,
so
according to theory. That's all I'm saying, though. Just to make things clear.
So what do you not... What's not clear? What's not clear? Tell me.
No, everything's clear now. I just said it.
I was going to say.
You said it quite clearly.
So you're not giving me instructions on how to be...
I'm not telling you to do anything I'm telling you. I'm telling you that if you want to do what you want to do,
right? And
what I told you is that.
Why does that sound suspicious coming from you, bro? Why is that a little suspicious?
But you know what I'm saying, right?
Kind of.
I'm like,
a little worried.
If what I've told you is something you want to do,
of course,
do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's how to do it.
I just told you, like, there's this thing that if you do want to get rid of this thing and you say so, you do this thing. And then I was like, 4 stages of competence, remember?
Yeah.
So as
doing it unconsciously,
as soon as you become aware, you're in stage 2.
Like
as soon as that happens, you're on stage 2.
Okay.
Now you have to move to stage 3,
which is
conscious aware competence.
Conscious competence,
yes,
right?
And then you have that. That's where effort relies. There's a lot of effort here. Okay.
Yeah. Conscious competence.
And then the effort goes away, and this thing you do.
You just do it naturally. It's like the gym.
Unconscious competence.
So it's a lot like the gym.
Yes. So remember, it's always that. 3rd stage, though, effort. Effort shows up. Effort is when you're like, the will.
Yeah. Where is my will?
And the thing is, you just do it.
Hell yeah.
How do you just do it? That's the thing.
Fucking.
Just do it.
What's his name?
Just
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, I was going to say Shia LaBeouf, that bitch. Just.
That's the funny part. How did you just
do it? That's what he needs. Make your dreams come true. Nothing is impossible. Hell yeah. That makes so much sense now, today. Back then, we were like, homies tripping. That makes so much sense today, bro.
I don't know, for me, he's funny.
Amazing.
He's funny.
Excuse me, my son. You shut the fuck up. Say Christ is Lord.
Yeah.
Say Christ is Lord.
It's like, what's going on? Hold on.
That's great.
Hold on.
I love that. He said, shut the fuck up.
That's the type of shit I would say to somebody.
That was great. I was like, it's
like
perfect.
If I go on a character, I will say some shit like that. You know? If I have to be Christian for, like, hardcore Christian, I'll be that. I'm that Christian.
Yep.
If I have to be any kind of Christian, I'll be that Christian.
Oh,
if
yeah.
I have to be.
Watch him actually say it, too.
But I'm not. Be like, you imagine, yeah? I'm like, hey, you have to say it. That'll be fun. Let's see. What else are we talking about?
We're talking about being too serious. What's the polar opposite of being serious? Too carefree. You want to talk about being too carefree, or maybe Being carefree.
Let's see.
Not taking things seriously enough. You have no control.
Well, that's when
of
they
anything.
don't do nothing.
Yeah, they just relinquish control. They go with the flow.
That's not what that means.
No?
No.
Well, that's a common misconception. Please correct that for me.
Because being carefree is like not caring at all.
Yeah. Like you're just going with the flow, exactly. Like that's what I mean with carefree.
The fattest person ever, that's that.
Exactly. Well, there could be so I guess that's varying degrees of carefree. Being carefree, like I guess consciously you're carefree, so you're just daydreaming a lot. You don't take things fucking seriously. You know you're just numb. You know people talk to you and you're just like, yo, what's up, dude? You know that one Taco Bell worker stoner that's just like,
that's too careful.
That'll be
he don't care. Yeah,
that'll be 1432 for wait, what'd you want again? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So
I guess that's the problem, you know about it.
They're too zen.
It's not even zen, it's just they don't care, and they don't care that you know that they don't care.
No, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Is that what you think when you say carefree?
For the most part, to the extreme, being too carefree, you know, because carefree in general is just a happy ass motherfucker.
It's not good,
hey, Mom, let me call you back. We're doing another episode here. It's very spontaneous, but it's okay. I'll call you back. All right, love you, bye. That's funny. It's very spontaneous. That's awesome. Damn, it's already 4:30. Nice. I got about 45 minutes.
That's fine.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say something.
About being too carefree. About being
carefree shit.
Yeah.
You said it's a happy person, though.
Oh yeah, being too happy. Yeah, being carefree. We're too fucking happy, bro.
What psychological hell are you in that you
remember
can't be too happy?
Someone like Courtney.
Who's that?
You don't remember Courtney? Blonde, blue-eyed, curly hair, short. Was very kind of a happy person, for the most part. There were times where she wasn't so happy, but
blonde.
Yeah, kind of dirty blonde, frizzy hair.
Nope.
Oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, nope. Very happy all the fucking time. Right. Hi, how are you? That kind of happy, and I'm just like. Sense. Like, that's great, I'm not trying to hate on you one fucking bit, but I'm just sense, like, that kind of level of happiness makes me to think that you're either one, disingenuous, two, extremely carefree, or that you're fucking hiding something. You know, like that goes with being disingenuous. Right. So I'm like, I don't trust you. You're being a little too fucking happy. Versus people like Jared. You remember Jared? Kindest motherfucker, no ill intentions, very Christian, very never swore, very kind. Yeah, exactly. I remember that. So I was like, there's a difference between happy and kind. You know what I'm saying?
Right, genuine.
Yeah, genuine, like being very genuine.
Acting kindly
instead of being happy and acting in general.
Yeah, that's what I meant, like acting it out.
Yes, acting happy instead of legit being
acting
genuine.
Happiness out instead of
enacting.
It's just you look happy.
Yeah.
But no happiness is coming out of you.
Yeah.
You know, that's
you're behaving like you're happy. Exactly.
Yeah. They're kind of not either behavior.
That's crazy how those go like a little bit, you know.
They did
those
something
are varying
with the words
degrees.
there. That's not good. Because I was trying to say they're acting happy, but that sounds like I'm saying they're faking it, and that's not what I mean.
It could be seen as that.
I know, but you see the word acting? Yeah. I'm trying to say they're taking action in this particular way.
Yeah.
But it says acting, which is a problem.
So you could say enacting, like it's the action of acting.
How do I say acting, but for real? Behaving?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh yeah, because then. Yeah, it literally acting and behaving are the same thing. It's just one is like real life.
The severity.
This is real life.
Yeah, one is the difference is the severity. One is your legit behavior, and one is acting like it's a portrayal of behavior. All right. Hell yeah.
Science.
Fucking vocabulary, bro. I know some shit.
That's the problem.
Let's go.
Vocab.
Adjectives, adverbs, all those cool shits.
Let's see.
Nouns, synonyms, adverbs, fucking. Antonyms, synonyms, homophones. See, if you know, you know. That shit's funny.
If you know, you know. I don't know.
It's a homophone, dude.
It's a what?
That's funny. So yeah, cool shit. Being too carefree.
Yeah.
Being too carefree can be detrimental, but more often than not, you're just kind of harmless. You know,
Right.
you can be harmless. So you could be very kind, but I wouldn't call Jared carefree. He was just very genuine. So definitely not carefree. But, you know, genuine's a little different. You know, genuine is just being careful of your actions. Plain and simple.
He's a genuinely good person.
Yeah, with best intentions. With the best intentions, yeah, and it shows for sure.
That's what I mean. Hell yeah.
Nice. So be good, have nice, good and genuine intentions. Unless you're an opportunist motherfucker, in that case, stay the fuck away from me. But we appreciate you watching us either way.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
You said yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you're watching something.
Yeah.
That kind of helps you. Might be us. Who knows?
Might be us. Hell yeah.
Who knows?
Stay tuned. You won't regret it.
The future.
The future is us. This isn't even an episode. This is just spontaneous. This was great. This was pretty fucking spontaneous. I love it.
What else can I say? Hold on. Let me see.
Do you want to give a personal twist?
What else did I learn? What do you mean by that?
Personal twist. Remember last time I asked you personal questions? Do you want to ask me some questions, or do you want to ask questions to the audience?
I asked you a lot of questions already earlier.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what we've been doing.
That's true. I'm like, I guess that counts.
We're literally
this is very personal already. All right, so then it's got to be you since we've been talking about me.
That's just so funny.
Say something about your past that you're comfortable with. Go.
Let me think. That's too much. That's a lot of past.
That you're comfortable with. Could be learning the guitar. Could be when your puppies were born. It could be when you moved in your first house. It could be your first high school. Make it more fucking personal, bro. I don't give a fuck. Just like say something. I don't want to get personal. All right, don't get personal. All right, so what are your aspirations? You want to be a neuroscientist? You want to be a neuroscientist like fucking Andrew Huberman?
I mean, if I could, I would. I don't have the money to do that, but I would.
Ow, that hurt.
Yeah, nice. But yeah. I'm gonna smoke a bowl. Will you enjoy that pain?
Oh, I laugh at pain. Psychopathic tendencies. Anyway, so yeah, man, being too personal. Don't be personal.
I mean, there's no need, is there?
I don't think so. But yeah, who do you want to fucking be aspired to? You said that'd be cool to be a neuroscientist like Andrew Huberman. Sure.
I would.
But what are you aiming for?
I like learning about the brain. What am I aiming for? Yeah. Like before I die, what do I want to be?
Exactly. Like, what's your ultimate goal? Is your ultimate goal legacy, or is your ultimate goal like writing history, contribution to history, or because that question earlier that the gym guy had me thinking. So why am I so pessimistic to where? Because the question he asked was, would you rather go down in history as someone who did something, whether good or bad, to be known for in history, or the opposite side, which is to be forgotten and no one knew you existed?
No, he said specifically only bad. Like if you were remembered, it's only for a bad thing.
Didn't he say good or bad?
No,
because he also said like genetic. He said genetic enhancing, which is in a sense
that
good.
led to people not being able to have babies anymore.
I mean,
specifically, that's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like
all right.
an AI that created the Terminator.
And that's why you said number one.
I was
earlier.
like, that was just to be funny because he's like, if you were being remembered for doing a bad thing, obvious answer for anybody that thinks about that should be Hitler.
Yeah.
That's like,
that's funny.
on my brain, I was like, that's the guy.
That's the most known. Yeah, not Genghis Khan, not fucking, all those other dudes.
I was like, that's literally what they mean. But then he started bringing up like by accident. Yeah. You created this AI that killed everybody.
Yeah. Or by Terminator accident,
shit. Or by accident you created like some type of vaccine.
Yeah, the ages.
They're supposed to cure you and does some bullshit to your DNA, and now you're like, no more babies.
Right.
Just some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we got the clarification. So known for something in history, doing something bad, just bad, or being forgotten.
Or being forgotten.
Never known at all.
Or never known at all.
Exactly. So this was my point of view. I would rather be forgotten, never known at all. Why? I feel like it's not important what we leave behind in this life because what we experience in the next life is probably going to be 1,000 times greater. It's cool to leave a legacy for people, coming up, like your nieces, daughters, nephews, whatever. But I honestly feel like that's cool, but you can share them, but write a fucking book. Like, do what our ancestors did and leave a fucking book or a journal or a diary or some shit, which is cool, but at the same time, you don't really need, it's like you're not going to take all your shit with you when you die. It's like, what do you need to leave behind? You're going to go be back with the one that made you, the one who created you. In your case, could be heaven, but in my case, it could be, whatever I see. So I just don't feel the need. I don't feel the need to leave anything behind if we're not meant to stay here on Earth, like permanently already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not how it works, but right.
I don't. That's my point of view. It's just like it's obviously you live a life. You do whatever you're supposed to do, but it's not something to be sought after. It's not something to be like, I need to change this before I die, or I need to do the world before I fucking die. Right? Yeah, cool. So if it goes down in history, it goes down. But that also it leads into like how you touched other people's lives and what could be not good karma, but what could be well balanced for you.
Oh yeah.
The white wolf and the dark wolf could be hella white wolf balance for percentage right there. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. So in my case, I see it as, what's the point of stressing over shit like that? It's cool to, like I said, it's cool to leave a legacy.
Well, don't stress about it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. And besides, honestly, that ties into pain as well. Like, you're going to lose your loved ones. The loved ones you've already lost. You know what I'm saying?
That's going to happen.
It's going to happen regardless.
Yes.
Exactly. So you can either strengthen the pain a little bit by leaving them behind memories or leaving them behind instructions or some shit, which is both good and bad. Or you could do fucking absolutely nothing and just be forgotten. It's not going to hurt anybody if they forget you.
Right.
So why want to be remembered? If it's not going to hurt anybody. And besides, in time, it's not to be so pessimistic, but in time, 2 or 3 generations, maybe 4, no, everyone's going to forget you existed anyway.
Possibly.
It's been a few hundred years, and a lot of kids don't remember fucking George Washington as one of our presidents. They're like, they don't know shit, basically. And pretty soon, in another few generations, they won't know anything about fucking school or anything about presidents at all.
People that know and the people that don't.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like, you're not going to be remembered no matter how hard you try anyway. History has been rewritten. History has been forgotten numerous times. So what's the fucking point?
Right.
It's kind of nihilistic if you think about it, but at the same time, it kind of leads you into the fact that yes, you should be here and enjoy it, live it to the most as you possibly can. Leave whatever you want behind, but me, I don't see a need to feel the need to leave anything behind, which is why I don't want to be remembered. As fucked up as it sounds, it's got the most purest intentions.
Sure.
What's your stance?
Well, I said to.
I'm sorry, I gave a whole fucking speech on that, which was pretty awesome. But
I'm like, what I said is that do the bad thing. And do the bad thing that I was remembered for.
Right. Yours would probably be like achieving some level of immortality, like how you always talk about.
It'll be like a whoops, I did that by accident.
Yeah,
guys,
exactly.
Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that.
That shit's funny.
I'll be like, sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that.
That's pretty funny.
I wasn't trying to do that. That did happen though. I'll take responsibility.
Motherfucker.
Didn't mean to do that though.
Weird piece of gum in my fucking water bottle. That's gross.
But that's my stance. Because that's what I would have done.
You'd have done some cool shit.
Exactly. It would have been something that I was trying to do for myself that actually kind of like was gonna help me in some type of way, and
but ended up being a detriment to others.
It somehow ended the world by accident. Whoops.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you'd be okay with, would you really be okay with that though? Oh. Like, your intentions were good, but it ended in the most horrible circumstances. Would you really be okay with that?
Okay with it? I don't know what that means. Will I be able to be alive and be like,
yeah, it's like Oppenheimer.
How done is it?
It's like Oppenheimer, like.
Oh, that you gotta be able to live with.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So could you?
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, shit. If you can live with it, man.
But why would I ever get the ability to get to that point in any way?
True, but what Captain Jack Sparrow's father said
unless
to Captain
I just
Jack,
become rich all of a sudden.
Hey man, don't interrupt me now.
And then I see this in the future, and they're like, "Oh my god, he's thought of this."
Hell yeah.
I'm in the future. Yeah. Future us is watching this video of how we told the future. that I was gonna do this thing.
Hell yeah. We're gonna look back on this and be like, holy shit,
we
he
almost
was
destroyed
right.
the world, you know.
And I'll look at the camera and be like, he was fucking right. And then I'll look at you and be like, bro, you were fucking right.
And be like, we almost destroyed the world.
He's fucking right.
AI is coming, so might have something.
Yeah, might as well. Hell yeah.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird. You can talk to yourself in the future. That's a little weird.
It's pretty fucking awesome. You look like shit. Go to the gym.
Not how it works. Chill out, dude.
Let's go.
Why are you yelling at yourself in the future?
Says a lot about myself, huh?
Why are you yelling?
Go to the fucking gym. Hell yeah.
If we were an avatar, you'd be in the Fire Nation. I'm just saying. Why? This guy, why?
Why?
What kind of question is that? Why? 'Cause the fire means anger.
Yeah, it does.
Anger. Anger is within you. I'll either be the rock.
I need Uncle
the
Iroh.
air.
I need Uncle Iroh on my fucking team, bro.
I'm
fucking guiding me with his wisdom.
I'll either be rock.
Or be the Earth Avatar.
Earthbenders or Airbender. That's it. Waterbenders cool.
Waterbending's cool as shit, dude.
I'll be the Avatar.
Never mind. I can do them all. Fuck it.
I'll just be the Avatar.
So many people would be the Avatar. If I could do one, I'd probably do water and fire. I'd want to learn polar opposites.
Water and fire?
Hell yeah.
If you can choose two.
If I could choose two, I would learn water and fire. That'd be
Water
fucking
and fire
gangster.
And that's deadly. Remember, because Azula does the electricity?
Mm-hmm.
Then that's savage.
I guess that's probably why you can't learn both.
No, imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, water and then electricity. And they're fucked.
Oh, bro, that'd be lit, actually.
You know
that would be fucking cool.
Or, like, you freeze them and then you zap them.
Yeah.
Now they're fucked.
Because there's water. And then water's just,
Yeah.
Ice is just what? An extreme of what? Okay, we're going too deep into that. Anyway.
But I like the earthbenders because the rocks and they can move metal too. And metal benders.
Oh, shit. Metal benders. Metal bending is a thing.
Yeah.
That was crazy. When that came out, I was like, oh shit.
That was fire. And the airbenders, they can just fly and control the wind, which is crazy too.
Yeah. Little spherical ball. Just ride that shit around like.
That's just crazy.
That'd be awesome.
I'd be like,
I wish that didn't hurt.
Choosing one is just crazy. But if I had to choose one, right?
Yeah.
Airbending.
Airbending for sure.
Flying is
nice. Flying is fucking gangster shit.
You could maybe fly with fire, maybe.
Yeah, if you pump out fire enough, but that's expending a lot of chakra, chi, energy.
Alleged chi. Airbending. I'll just be like, I'm floating now.
I'd probably make like some with steam. Some kind of
steam shit.
Yeah.
Some
kind of steam propelled something.
That's insane. Yeah.
I don't know.
Airbending. I'll be an airbender.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bloodbender.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you did.
You forgot about blood bending.
Low key, that's hard, huh?
God damn.
Hell yeah.
But that's mainly for killing.
Yeah.
Not
and manipulation in general. Like, let me fucking manipulate your body type shit.
That's insane.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That'll be me.
That's detrimental for sure. You just rob a bank with someone else's body, have them go to jail, and then you get the money.
That would be crazy.
You could do so much with that too.
I know. I'd rather fly.
You'd rather fly?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with airbending, yeah, that's cool.
I'd rather fly.
I don't know. There's a lot you can do with water.
Airbending, I could probably make a sword of air.
I'd bend the ocean, and I'd explore it all. You know what I'm saying?
I
would bend it all.
I'll pull a Moses.
Exactly. I would just be like, all right, cool. And then I'd fucking literally go explore the bottom of the ocean.
Maybe that's what happened.
Get to the Mariana Trench, be like, all right, fucking.
Maybe the parting of the Red Sea was done by a waterbender.
By a waterbender? That'd be fucking gangster. Not to be sacrilegious. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Not to be sacrilegious.
But you know what I'm saying?
That would be cool as shit, though. Just saying.
But you know what I'm saying? Just like.
I know what you're saying. Moses was a waterbender. Right? It was Moses? Yeah, Moses parted the Red Sea. Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, what else? Is that it? All right.
I'm good with that unless you have something else to talk to. Cool. All right, last recap. We talked about seriousness. We talked about what happens when you're too serious.
We talked about when John's too serious, too.
Me too serious.
After that.
Seriousness
in general and why.
Why? What stems from me being serious? We talked about levels like being controlling. That stems into seriousness. Then we talked about meditation. We talked about how to solve that a
how
little bit.
meditation kind of works.
You know,
right there.
in what meditation in what sense? Breath work and focus, and being the helicopter in the traffic, you want to
Right.
observe your thoughts from high above and let them pass over, and not being in the driver's seat, being inside your thoughts, because that's where havoc is, roke, whatever. And then
That's
after
where
that,
stress is.
that's what stress is. Don't want
Okay.
that shit. We want
We want to create some distance
yeah,
from the
lower
thoughts.
lower cortisol levels, higher serotonin levels. Alleged.
You don't want to become your thoughts.
Yeah. And then after that, we talked about a little bit of
A little bit of what,
what
man?
history? No.
Did we talk about history?
No, we talked about some shit. See, we already fucking forgot what we talked about.
Hell yeah. That'd be like that.
Yeah, we'll go back into it and view it and
It'd
find
be
out
like
what it
that.
was. But
It'd be like that.
this wasn't even planned. This was just fucking spontaneous. So shout out being
Improvise.
spontaneous as fuck,
Improvise. We improvise
Hell yeah.
like jazz. Just jazz.
Hell yeah.
Improvise. Hell yeah. All right.
Okay.
Is that basically it?
It's basically, I can't think of
Is that
anything
basically
else.
it?
I can't think of anything else, really.